So the Oklahoma Sooners just got a massive win for one of the best prospects in the class of 2025. Five-star tight end Davon Mitchell, and today we need to break it all down. But before we can, as always, y'all know the drill. I have got to hear from you. Hop down to the comments, give me a Y for yes or an N for no. Are you excited that Davon Mitchell commits to Oklahoma? And let me know what you're thinking. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification as I do constant college football content. You don't want to miss any of it. And if you enjoyed the content, be sure to like and comment down below, as those interactions seem small. They are massive to content creators such as myself. But having said all that, let's jump right into this. And though I don't think I need to tell very many of you who Davon Mitchell is, as always, that's exactly where we're going to start. Davon Mitchell is one of the most gifted offensive players in a class loaded with unbelievably talented offensive players, the class of 2025. If we look at the 24/7 Sports composite, Mitchell comes in as a top 20 prospect nationally, specifically the number 16 player in the nation, regardless of position, the number 2 tight end, and the number 1 player in the state of California, where he plays for Los Alamitos High School. And whenever we're talking about the state of California, we need to understand it is loaded with talent. So he's playing against guys that will inevitably be playing college football. I love whenever you can get guys at the high school level that have experience facing competition. I just think it's awesome. And that's really where I want to start, why this is such a big win for Oklahoma, the competition Davon Mitchell brings to the table. This is the type of guy that can come in day one, and if not get playing time, push for competition. And that's exactly what Brent Venables is after. That's exactly what he became so accustomed to at Clemson. Being able to bring in guys and create an environment where the practices are just as hard as the games, where the practices are guys going against each other, iron sharpens iron, and even if the guy isn't ready to start, you're getting him ready for when that spotlight will inevitably come. Davon Mitchell has the ability to create that level of competition for Oklahoma tight end room, and I think that's a very compelling factor. It's something Brent Venables and this staff is looking to generate across the board. And especially when we start talking about Oklahoma's offense and the usage of the tight end, something we're going to really dive into here really soon, so be on the lookout for that video. But Jeff Lebby is absolutely willing to utilize the tight end. In fact, if we go back and look at Oklahoma's offense last season, it's really impressive how much they utilized the tight end, what they were able to do with him, using him as a decoy, but getting him involved in that offense, where at the end of the year, he ranked among the top of Oklahoma in every major category of production, and then found his way to the NFL. So if you're Davon Mitchell, there are several factors that I think played into this win. First and foremost, he has a long-standing relationship with a lot of the Oklahoma staff, but he also had a long-standing relationship with the Alabama staff, as he was from Alabama. Oklahoma gets this win over the likes of the Alabama Crimson Tide and Miami. Like we just said, there was a long-standing relationship between he and Alabama. He was born in Alabama, moved out there, but at the end of the day, he knew that coaching staff. He knew he could be utilized in that offense. And personally, I was very excited whenever Tommy Rees was hired as Alabama's offensive coordinator, because of the work he's been able to do with tight ends. And for those of you that have been around my channel for a while, you know how much I value the tight end position in the modern offenses. I just think they are an instant mismatch. But even though Tommy Rees and Alabama didn't win this battle, I think there are several other talented tight ends that they will be in play for, and Alabama's going to recruit at an unbelievably high level. This is just a truth we all need to accept at this point. But Miami is an interesting one, because Miami really came on hot here recently. And one thing we need to acknowledge about Miami is that with Mario Cristobal at the helm, recruiting is something that they're going to be able to do well. Mario Cristobal has always been able to recruit really well. That has never been a part of the conversations or questions surrounding Mario Cristobal. The results on the field is what needs to be shown, but recruiting, he can certainly walk into any living room and come out victorious, and nobody's going to be super surprised. So if you're an Oklahoma fan, you get this win over some heavyweight recruiters, and you have got to love that, because this is a guy that, like I said, can come in and make his presence known. Now, there has been some talk about reclassification, but until any of that comes official, we're just going to leave it as that, rumors. If he is to reclassify, that's fantastic. If not, you're getting in a class where you already have a very talented quarterback in Kevin Sperry, but I think that's exactly what really was able to separate Oklahoma in the end. The relationship with a quarterback that's currently committed to the Sooners, and luckily, even though I think Kevin Sperry is an unbelievably talented prospect, I got to watch him in 7-on-7 live a few years ago. He was a true freshman at the time, and he was turning heads. Me and Marcus Sharp from Sharp Sports were standing there asking Brandon Drum, who is as that. And Drum just smiled at us and said, yeah, that kid's going to be really, really gifted. He was 100% right. At the end of the day, there's another Oklahoma commit that Davon Mitchell has got really deep ties and relationships to, a quarterback he's already played with. And that's 2024 quarterback Michael Hawkins, because whenever Davon Mitchell was in the state of Texas, they played on the same team. They've already cultivated that relationship, and that can be a very powerful thing. We talk about it all the time, how quarterbacks can be fantastic recruiters for your class. It's not relegated to the quarterback position, but it certainly isn't relegated to just that recruiting class. They can recruit guys in the future, and that seems to be exactly what happened for the Oklahoma Sooners. I can't wait to hear from all of you. Hop down to the comments, let me know what you're thinking. We've been talking about July being a hot month for Oklahoma. It was a hot month for the Sooners last year, and typically in recruiting, we know July gives us fireworks, so I can't wait to see what the rest of the month will provide. Hop down to the comments, let me know what you think about this. That's it. See ya.